In our pursuit of joy and personal fulfillment, it's remarkably simple to succumb to the lure of seeking external affirmation. We frequently gauge our self-worth based on the feedback, judgments, and recognition we receive from others, particularly in the context of our intimate relationships. However, what if I told you there's a more empowering and sustainable route to happiness? The Stoic philosophy instructs us to concentrate on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while embracing what we cannot influence, which includes the emotions and behaviors of others. This doesn't imply becoming detached or emotionless. Rather, it entails understanding that genuine contentment and self-worth originate from within, not from someone else's endorsement or attention. By internalizing this principle, we can cultivate a more resilient and enduring sense of happiness. Think about it. When we anchor our happiness on being yearned for or desired by someone else, we relinquish our autonomy. We react to their actions or their lack thereof, which often triggers a whirlwind of emotions. Stoicism, on the other hand, equips us with the means to step away from this roller coaster. By nurturing virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we forge a robust, resilient character that derives fulfillment from personal growth and accomplishments. This doesn't imply withdrawing from others or ceasing to care. Stoicism doesn't promote emotional detachment, but rather emotional strength. It encourages us to cultivate healthy, meaningful relationships founded on mutual respect and understanding, rather than neediness or dependence. Furthermore, by prioritizing self-development, we naturally become more captivating and appealing to others. People are drawn to individuals who exude confidence, who pursue their passions fervently, and who are at peace with themselves. Paradoxically, the less we fixate on making someone miss us, the more likely it becomes because we're authentically living our best lives. So let's redirect our focus from seeking validation to nurturing our inner world. Let's invest time in acquiring new skills, exploring fresh interests, and deepening our self-awareness and principles. This journey of personal growth not only brings intrinsic satisfaction, but also enhances our allure and, indeed, our desirability in the eyes of others. Remember, Stoicism aims not to suppress our desires or negate our need for connections, but to remind us that our happiness and value do not hinge on them. By anchoring ourselves in Stoic principles, we can lead lives filled with tranquility, fulfillment, and genuine independence. Let's embrace the Stoic path, prioritizing self-improvement and discovering happiness within ourselves, for that is where genuine fulfillment resides. Independence and emotional resilience. At the core of Stoicism lies the belief that while we cannot control external events, we have full authority over our reactions to them. This empowering principle grants us independence over our emotional state, offering a liberating sense of control. Emotional resilience, as understood in Stoicism, does not advocate for emotional detachment or suppression of feelings. Instead, it emphasizes acknowledging and understanding our emotions, while consciously choosing not to be governed by them. The Stoics advocated focusing on what is within our sphere of control and releasing attachment to what lies beyond it. This approach serves not only as a strategy for personal peace, but also as a roadmap to emotional resilience. By refusing to let external factors such as others' actions or societal expectations dictate our well-being, we cultivate a profound and practical independence. This independence does not isolate us. Rather, it empowers us to engage with the world confidently and assuredly. Consider the concept of emotional resilience within the context of relationships. Stoicism teaches us that while we can love and care for others deeply, our happiness should not hinge solely on their presence or approval. This perspective encourages building relationships grounded in mutual respect and genuine connection, rather than dependency or fear of loneliness. Through cultivating emotional resilience, we learn to enjoy meaningful relationships without losing our sense of self within them. Moreover, Stoicism's emphasis on living in harmony with nature and accepting life's inevitable fluctuations strengthens our emotional resilience. It reminds us that change is constant and that our ability to adapt reflects our inner strength. This adaptability stems not from passivity, but from actively aligning our actions with our values, goals, and pursuit of virtue. So how can we foster this independence and emotional resilience in our lives? It begins with self-awareness. regularly reflecting on our thoughts, emotions, and responses to life's challenges. It involves practicing gratitude, focusing on the present moment, and engaging in activities that uphold our core values. Crucially, it requires us to scrutinize our perceptions, assessing whether our emotional reactions stem from current realities or outdated beliefs. Embracing Stoicism, therefore, equips us to navigate life's challenges not by seeking refuge in others, but by becoming our own beacon. This journey toward independence and emotional resilience is not solitary. It benefits from the wisdom of those who have walked this path before us. As we integrate Stoic principles into our lives, we discover an expanded capacity for joy, strength in adversity, and balanced, fulfilling relationships, creating a meaningful life. As extolled by Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, revolves around aligning our existence with our intrinsic nature and the greater cosmic order. Central to this ethos is the discernment of what genuinely holds value and committing ourselves wholeheartedly to it. For the Stoics, meaning transcends external triumphs or material gains. It resides in the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom, integrity, and moral excellence. It entails contributing positively to society, fostering communal bonds, and nurturing relationships founded on mutual respect and empathy. Building a meaningful life necessitates a profound exploration of our inner selves, a willingness to confront existential questions about our identity and principles. It demands identifying our core values and steadfastly adhering to them, even amid adversity or societal pressures to conform. Stoicism provides a guiding compass in this introspective journey, urging us to scrutinize not only our actions, but also the intentions motivating them. Are our deeds driven by virtue, or are they swayed by a quest for external validation? Furthermore, Stoicism imparts wisdom regarding the fleeting nature of external circumstances and the significance of focusing on what lies within our sphere of influence. This perspective liberates us from the futile pursuit of controlling uncontrollable variables and channels our energies towards shaping our attitudes, making informed choices, and crafting intentional responses to life's challenges. Thus, forging a meaningful existence pivots less on what we accomplish and more on how we navigate life and the mindset we cultivate daily. Embracing a Stoic approach to living entails acknowledging suffering and setbacks as inherent facets of the human condition. Rather than viewing them solely as impediments to happiness, we can perceive them as opportunities for personal growth, resilience, and deeper insight into life's complexities. This perspective underscores not a pursuit of suffering but a quest to derive significance from overcoming adversity, learning from hardships, and advancing with a fortified spirit and compassionate heart. In practice, cultivating a meaningful life unfolds through both modest daily gestures and profound acts. It manifests in the kindness we extend to others, the integrity that defines our professional conduct, and the fervor we bring to our pursuits. It emerges in moments of reflection on our place in the cosmos, in our appreciation of nature, in acts of self-nurturing, and in the cultivation of meaningful connections with others. These endeavors, grounded in Stoic principles, interlace to compose the fabric of a life well lived. Let us not forget, the journey towards a meaningful life in accordance with Stoicism is not solitary but communal. It's a collective voyage where we support one another through shared wisdom and mutual experiences. By anchoring our lives in Stoic teachings, we equip ourselves not merely to confront life's trials, but to flourish amidst them, discovering joy, purpose, and profound meaning in every stride along the path. Letting go of desire for control. Early Stoic philosophers such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus keenly observed that much of our frustration, anxiety, and despair stem from our relentless pursuit to control the uncontrollable. We expend immense energy attempting to mold circumstances, outcomes, and even the behaviors of others to fit our desires, only to discover that much of it lies beyond our influence. This realization isn't meant to discourage us, but to liberate us from self-imposed constraints that bind us to unrealistic expectations. Embracing Stoic wisdom about relinquishing the desire for control doesn't advocate for passivity in our own lives. Rather, it redirects our efforts towards the arena where we can genuinely affect change, our internal world. It's within the realm of our perceptions, decisions, and responses that we wield true influence. Here, we can nurture virtues like patience, understanding, and resilience, ultimately finding inner peace. According to Stoic philosophy, letting go of control entails embracing the natural flow of events. It involves recognizing the distinction between our efforts and their outcomes, acknowledging that while we can strive to shape the former, the latter often remains outside our direct grasp. This perspective doesn't diminish the value of effort. Instead, it reframes it in a healthier context. When our actions align with our values and we detach from specific outcomes, we engage with life authentically and wholeheartedly. Moreover, Stoicism invites us to view each moment as an opportunity for practicing acceptance and deepening our wisdom. It encourages us to scrutinize ingrained beliefs about control, success, and security, leading us to discover that our true strength lies not in dominating the external world, but in mastering our inner landscape. Practically, releasing the desire for control means cultivating flexibility and adaptability. It requires openness to the unexpected and the courage to face uncertainties with equanimity and an open heart. It's about learning to respond to life's challenges gracefully, viewing them as opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. As we integrate these Stoic principles into our daily lives, we observe profound transformations. Our relationships deepen, our stress diminishes, and our appreciation for the present moment intensifies. We come to understand that true happiness isn't found in controlling external circumstances, but in achieving balance, acceptance, and inner harmony. Letting go of the desire for control, as Stoicism teaches us, isn't about forfeiting power but about reclaiming it in its most potent form. A journey towards inner freedom marked by a profound shift in our perception and interaction with the world. In this journey, we uncover a life defined not by the external validation of control, but by the internal validation of peace, resilience, and profound purpose. As we conclude our exploration of Stoicism and its profound teachings, it becomes evident that this ancient philosophy offers more than mere principles. It presents a way of living deeply rooted in wisdom, resilience, and serenity. Stoicism guides us to focus on what truly matters, navigating life's ebbs and flows with grace and composure. The exercises and practices discussed aren't merely abstract concepts but practical tools that can be woven into the fabric of our daily existence, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and deeper insight. By embracing Stoicism, we learn not only to detach from outcomes beyond our control but also to cherish and fully engage with the present moment, appreciating its beauty and simplicity while nurturing connections rich in meaning and virtue. It's about cultivating an inner sanctuary of peace that remains steadfast regardless of external turmoil. This journey towards Stoic living doesn't promise a life devoid of difficulties or pain, but offers something far more valuable: the resilience to confront adversity with courage, the wisdom to choose actions aligned with virtue, and the serenity to accept what cannot be changed. Stoicism reminds us that while we may lack control over the external world, we possess the power to govern our perceptions, decisions, and responses. As we incorporate Stoic principles into our lives, our perspective on happiness, success, and fulfillment undergoes a profound shift. We realize that true contentment springs not from external achievements or possessions, but from living in harmony with our deepest values and virtues. Within this realization lies the key to a life rich in meaning and joy. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Stoic Journal, where ancient wisdom meets modern living. Let's continue to explore and grow together. For further insights, I encourage you to watch one of the suggested videos on your screen. Until next time, remember, the journey inward is the most significant journey of all.